we are going to work some more on our figurative language chart. So remember this chart that we were working on in our meet yesterday. And we are going to add 4 more terms or phrases to our chart for what you have read in chapter 7. So here is our chart, and our first word or phrase is rhyme and reason. Now the page number I put down is 76. If you saw them on a different page, that's fine. What we need to really know is the literal meaning and the figurative meaning, the meaning that's used in the story. Now, rhyme and reason literally means having logic or sense and plan. Okay? Something has to have rhyme and reason if it is going to be logical or make sense or have a plan to it. Now, within our story, rhyme and reason are 2 princesses who solve all problems in a fair and reasonable way. Now go ahead and pause this video as you need in order to get these literal and figurative meanings written down. Next, we have the phrase, make mountains out of molehills. That is found on page 85, and it literally means use molehills, which are very small, to create mountains, which are gigantic. What this means figuratively is to make matters more complicated than they need to be, right? Molehills are small and simple. Mountains are gigantic and more complicated, more complex than a molehill. Our next phrase, leaves no stone unturned. That's also on page 85. And these are some of those phrases that are being used by or about those ministers, those cabinet members of the king of Digitopolis. So leaves no stone unturned. Literally, that would mean to turn over every stone on the planet. Nobody's going to do that, especially as new stones are added from erosion. Well, the figurative meaning is to make sure that every option has been explored. And our final phrase, a light meal. So this is something that Milo orders on page 86 during that lovely banquet. And what he is meaning when he says a light meal is a meal that has few calories. So a light meal might be some carrots and hummus and some crackers or pita bread to go with it. That would be a light meal. It has very few calories. But in our book, a light meal is a meal made from shafts of light, literal light. And similar to a light meal, when Milo talks about having a square meal, when we say a square meal, we mean a meal that covers everything, right? You have your protein, your vegetables, maybe your fruits, your carbohydrates. But in the book, it's actually a meal of squares. I don't know if I can do squares very well. Move my fingers. Nope, can't do a square. Well, something on page 89 that one of the let's see, who is it? The Duke offers to Milo is a synonym bun. And I have a really funny image to show you about a synonym bun. What does a thesaurus eat for breakfast? A synonym roll. All right, have a great day.